Hello from Washington, D.C. I'm learning a lot about the U.S. presidential elections, and it's very different from ours. In the Philippines, the candidate who gets the most number of votes wins the elections. It's that simple. Here, it's possible that a candidate gets the most number of votes but lose the elections. It happened in the 2000 U.S. presidential elections when Democratic candidate Al Gore won the popular vote, but he lost the elections to Republican candidate George Bush. Let me try to explain the Electoral College. So here there are 50 states, and each one of them gets a corresponding number of electoral votes depending on how big or small their population. A very populated state like California gets 55 electoral votes, but Wyoming, with a very small population, only gets 3 electoral votes. Winner takes all. The candidate who gets the most number of votes in California gets all 55 electoral votes, even if he wins it by a very slim margin of, say, 1,000 votes. Other states with big electoral votes are Texas, Florida, and New York. There are total 538 electoral votes. To win, President Barack Obama or Governor Mitt Romney need at least 270 electoral votes. That is half of 538 electoral votes plus 1. Less than 2 weeks before the elections, polls are getting really tight.
And it is entirely possible that we will see one candidate win the popular vote and the other candidate win the Electoral College.
Here's an interesting scenario. Analysts are now entertaining the possibility of a tie. President Barack Obama and Governor Mitt Romney will both get 269 electoral votes. And what happens? In this scenario, the newly elected members of the House of Representatives will elect the next president. Each state gets 1 vote.
It's not likely, but there is a scenario for a tie in the Electoral College, in which case the election would go to the House of Representatives and to the people who were elected that same day, November 6th, for the new House, not the old one. And presumably a Republican House will have 1 vote per state. So California will get exactly as much say in choosing the president as North Dakota or South Dakota or Montana, the least populated parts of the country. That's nuts. That's crazy.
Based on general predictions, the Republicans will get the most number of states, meaning in the rare possibility of a tie, Governor Mitt Romney is going to be the next president of the United States. Elections here is getting really interesting. This is Rappler Carmela Fonbuena.